Alrighty, my lovely Trails fans, welcome to our next episode of Trails in the Sky. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I have my orbit set up. Just feel free to pause the video if you want a good look at it. So as you can see, Agate seems to be the one with the ingenuity. I know last episode I said I was going to give that to Olivia. Apparently with some of these, they have to be in specific slots. So this fire elemental one needs to actually be in a fire elemental slot. You can't just put it in the one of the neutral slots, like you could with Heaven's Eye, or with there was another one, or with the Septium Vein. So yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason, I don't know if maybe these count as being elemental slots, even though they're technically neutral. So Agate is using that one. But that's how I have them all set up, so let's go ahead then and continue on. See who here is we can speak to first. Oh, are you also waiting for the Cecilia? I'm off on a bit of business to the capital. Well, it'll be a short journey, but I hope we'll both have that chance to enjoy it. Today there's no wind and the weather's good. A perfect day for a flight. Bolt, did you get the details on Elmo? I bet you just spent all your time enjoying the baths. No way, it was crazy, seriously. Of all the things, the hot springs have suddenly started boiling. The hot springs are boiling? Is that true? Yeah, for now at least, I've got an early scoop put together. I didn't have much time though, so it's not much more than an outline yet. Alright, well done then. Let's hurry up and turn it into a full article. Goodness, it's just one thing after another. First the earthquake, now an abnormality at the hot springs, huh? It seems like they might be related, but I don't have time to check it out. Aw, too bad. It seems that the water source in the mountain's the cause. When we get back to the editorial office, we'll check that out. Well, it's already been sorted. I got a perfect shot of the factory ship taking off in my camera. Yes! Ah, this photographic pilgrimage has been overflowing with emotion and excitement at every turn. Crying, laughing, loving from afar. It's been a heck of a journey, that much is for certain. Alright, once I've got a picture of the Arceli landing, it's on to the capital. Oh, my beautiful Arceli, I'm coming, just you wait. It's been a while since I rode a scheduled liner, so I'm looking forward to it. Ooh, I hope it comes soon. It's been a while since I rode a scheduled liner. The factory ship's out right now. I wanted to go too. The Arceli's been loaded with a brand spanking new engine. Oh boy, I'd love to get a look at such a masterpiece. Alright, let's go speak to the front desk. Hey, welcome. You're the party of bracers bound for Grancel, right? Yeah, that's us. Killick sent over the fare payment already. You guys ready to check in? As usual, we should stick around and wait for the ship once we check in. You sure we're all done here in Zeiss? Yep, we're all done. Alright, I'll contact the guild and let them know to send the rest of your party. Estelle's group checked in and waited for the next passenger ship. So is this the Cecilia then? Yep, the Cecilia. Oh, and Olivia's playing a little tune for Chloe. Alright, let's get to chatting with everyone. Hey, sis? I don't want to sit here. Let's go outside. I'll be good, I promise. Hey, sis? There we go. I said no. The last time you said that, you climbed the railing on the deck, didn't you? You're staying put right here, no matter what. That's a really dangerous thing to do. Just you wait, Arceli. Your lovely white frame will be mine in this camera. I've got a deal to make with Ambassador Cochrane of Calvard, and this is the big one. I hope it goes well. Next is the seat of Her Majesty herself, Grancel, the City of Beauty. It makes my heart rejoice to see it again. It also brings to mind that recent coup. Something like that never happened. Something like that must never happen again. I've heard not all of the ringleaders of the coup have been captured. The few left may well have fled the country by now. Good riddance, I say. If you need to shop in the capital, really the only shop you need to make is Adele Department Store. Sure, it isn't as big as Beau's Market, but the merchandise is the best in the kingdom. If I had the time and mirror, I'd love to stop in and shop till I drop. Adele Department Store's merchandise is really of fantastic quality. Apparently that store's been the source of several recent fashions. Are the passengers over their siblings? They've got different personalities for siblings, I guess. I dunno, they seem really close. Looking at them makes me smile, you know? I was an only child, so looking at that makes me a little sad. I wish I had a little brother or sister that age. Hi, Estelle. What's up, Estelle? You creeping around the ship again? Man, you just cannot stay still, can you? Oh, come on, I'm not a cat in a carrier or something. Yeah, I do get kind of antsy having to sit down and wait. I thought you flew to La Local, though. That's a good half day on an airship, at least. You must have worn a rut in the deck. Well, I was asleep for both trips, actually. I was so nervous to be going that I couldn't sleep the night before, and coming back I was wiped out from that last test. I should have seen that one coming. That's definitely an Estelle thing to do. Leaving the country. I'd really like to do that someday too. Maybe I could even go visit Mum and Dad. Oh yeah. Taita, your Mum and Dad are out of the country working, right? Yeah. They're helping to establish orbital technology in places that don't have it yet. They've been gone for 2 years. Wow, that is a long time. I hope they write you letters or something at least. Yeah, once every month. I wrote about you last time, Estelle, and in the reply, they said to give you their regards. Aw, that's sweet of them. So what kind of people are your parents, Taita? Is your mum like you? I bet she is. Like me? I don't think so. Mum's got a really, powerful personality, I guess. She and Grandpa kinda end up fighting and wrestling a lot over stuff. Wrestling? Oh, but they usually get along really well. Dad says their fighting is just a way they express their love. Well, okay. So what's your dad like then? He's not like Mum at all. He's sort of quiet and reliable, I guess? He was a bracer until about 10 years ago. Wait, seriously? Real serious. I actually talked to Gramps about that, and Dan was the real deal back in his day. The professor said he had to retire and become an engineer due to an injury of some sort. Huh, okay. They sound great. I'd love to meet them when they get back. Yeah, when they do, come over to play and I'll introduce you. Agate, you'll have to meet them too. Huh? Why would I have to meet you folks? Well, you get along really well with Grandpa, and I wrote a lot about you, and Mum and Dad said in their reply that they really want to meet you. Of all the... Time to pay the piper, huh? If you don't want to, Agate, you don't have to. Nah, it's fine. Look, I'll stop by and say hi to them if I'm ever in Zeiss for work, okay? Okay. Oh yeah, Estelle. Do you know why the wind's nice and gentle out on the deck? Isn't it just like that? Oh no, at the speed we're going, the wind should be really strong. We wouldn't be able to hear each other. We'd get swept off the deck, in fact. Wait, Seriously? Ain't there some bit of the airship that prevents that? I think I heard about that once. Uh-huh. It's a side effect of the flight field that keeps the ship in the air. An orbital flight engine envelops the shield in a field that counteracts gravity, you see? It also has an anti-inertial effect on anything striking the field, and that includes the particles that make up the wind. Agate, are you following any of this? You're kidding, right? But generating a flight field takes a lot of power. You need a really high output orbital engine to create the field at all. Okay. So that's why people always say that it's the engine that determines what an airship can do. Ah, okay, so that's why everyone's made such a fuss about that new engine for the Royal Airship. Ain't that thing supposed to be absolutely crazy in terms of how strong it is? Uh-huh. Grandpa showed me the spec sheet for it, and its capabilities are way beyond existing engines. Grandpa and the rest of the team at the Central Factory worked really hard on it. I hope I get to see it someday. Last time I came to the capital I saw the Arcelli. It's really, really pretty. I wonder if we'll see it again. Something with the army, huh? If they're calling us out to the capital, then it's gotta be something they don't want getting out. We've gotta keep an eye out for the society too. We'd better keep our guard up. Hello, miss. Having a look around the ship or just bored? We're above the trap planes at the moment. The weather's fantastic. Why not step out on deck and catch the view? We're above the trap planes at the moment. The weather's fantastic. Why not step out and take a look at the view? La-di-la. Yes, affirmative. Immediately restoring correct altitude. Ba-da-da-bum. La-di-da. Da-da-da-doo. Helm, we're a bit high. Can you drop us down slightly? Let's reduce altitude now before we get caught in the air current, please. Looks like there's a bit of wind coming down from above. The winds around here change at the drop of a hat, so I have to stay on the ball about it. Ooh, Grancel's up next, isn't it? It is! Yikes! I need to start getting stuff ready to unload when we dock. We've got so much cargo to offload in Grancel. I need to start getting stuff ready to unload when we dock. We've got so much cargo to offload in Grancel. Currently, to your right is the front of the Annenberg Wall. It has a long and storied history which dates back to before the birth of the Liberl Kingdom. According to some theories, it's linked to the ancient Sumerian civilization, but the truth of the matter is unclear. Our vessel is currently in flight above the trap plains. Please enjoy a relaxing journey until our arrival in Grancel. Whoa, so that's the fort. If it really is a ruin, then maybe there's some hidden treasure inside that nobody knows about. Whoa, so that's the fort. So about the non-aggression pact that's being signed, I heard that on the day of the signing, no civilians are being allowed into the villa where the ceremony is being held. Not surprising given that it hasn't been that long since that detestable coup, but it would have been nice to see the moment it was signed, you know? I heard that on the day of the signing, no civilians are being allowed into the villa where the ceremony is being held. Those earthquakes in Zeiss were quite a surprise. To be so localized and happening in so many different places like that. I've been around the block a few times, but I've never seen anything like that. I know they said it was safe, but I did lose my composure for a bit. We're on an airship now though, so we're safe. Oh right, the Rouen mayoral election is coming up. It's between Norman, who's promoting tourism, and Portos, who's been promoting the harbour business. I wonder which candidate will get elected. Even if you're not a citizen of Rouen, it's still worth taking note of. Speaking of, I remember hearing about some weird ghost rumour in Rouen. I wonder what became of that. Nobody talks about it. Zin? Ah, Estelle. What is it? Need me for something? Oh, no, not really. It's just... you kinda look like you were lost in thought. Yes. Just remembering the past a bit is all. With that sunglasses wolf guy, right? Yeah. We last met 6 years ago. At first it felt like longer, but it hasn't been that long, you know? I guess not. So that man was your senior at your, dojo, right? What kind of martial artist is he, anyway? Well, simply put, he's a natural. His reflexes are perfect, and his sense for battle is keen. When I knew him, he kept himself in perfect shape, and it looks like that's still true today. And on top of all that, he knows how to utilize his chi exactly. In every sense, he is a cut above the normal man. Yeah, his moves. I've never seen anything like that. I think he might even be faster and stronger in some ways than that Lawrence guy. And that's scary. I think you might be right, yeah. When we were students, I admired that strength of his, envied it even. At least I did until 6 years ago, when he killed our mentor and master of the dojo, Ryuga. What? He killed his own... Sorry, I'm getting ahead of it. They both agreed to the fight, mind. Master Ryuga had long been aware of the darkness in Walter's heart. He'd grown drunk on his own power, and hungered for still more. Master constantly rebuked him for his actions and reminded him what the proper heart of a martial artist is supposed to be. The living fist of the Taito style that seeks to perfect oneself through the medium of honourable combat. The living fist, huh? That has a neat ring to it. Ultimately, though, Walter never listened. He relished the power which the most aggressive side of Taito style gave him. The aggressive side? Martial arts are used in combat, and so no one can deny that they can be used to hurt people as much as defend them. And while there are many who train for the latter purpose, there are also those who seek to do the former. Those who do eventually become monsters, whose fists exist only to kill. We call this side of Taito the murderer's fist. The what? In the end, Master Ryuga challenged Walter as he was preparing to leave the dojo to pursue that path. They fought a duel to the death over it, and Master lost. I was the observer for that match. I could do nothing but watch. Zin. Well, that's what happened, and I've been looking for Walter off and on ever since. To think we'd meet here now, in La Burle though. This is the hand of she who dwells above at work, mark my words. Oh, sorry Estelle. I didn't mean to chew your head off. Oh wait, was it ear? No, you didn't chew anything. Thanks for telling me. But Zin, you're searching for Walter to get revenge, right? No, like I said, their match was fairly fought. Master knew what could happen when he challenged Walter. There's no revenge to take. Oh, yeah, that's right. But then, why are you looking for him? There's something I want to confirm. Something to... Huh? Now I really don't get it. It's kind of embarrassing. Either way, I'm still too inexperienced to find out. I hope I can sharpen myself by helping you. I see. Yeah. Well then, I hope you can keep up, Zin. We'll see, Estelle. You're the one with the shorter legs. Oh yeah, speaking of, the story, not my legs. I think I get what's going on between you and Walter, but how does Kilika fit into all this? It's not really my place to say. I'll only say this much. Kilika was Master Ryuga's daughter. Oh. I think you can fill in the rest yourself for now, yeah? She'll probably tell you the full story someday. Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, once we get to the capital, I should show my face to the Calvardian embassy. Can't wait too long or Elsa is gonna give me heck. Elsa? That wouldn't be a strict, harsh-looking woman with glasses, would it? Huh? You know Elsa Cochrane? I've only seen her briefly, really. We were at the landing port, and she was in the middle of an argument with the Imperial Ambassador. Ah yes, she is not what I would call a fan of Erebonia. She's quite confident and intelligent usually, but Erebonia and their nobility, tend to make her see red. I can kinda understand that, I guess. I guess we just got the peeps outside to speak to. Ah, wish I could have spent more time in the hot springs. Magazine reporters don't get any breaks. Speedy reporting is our lifeblood. And you can bet I'll have my latest report written up the instant we hit the dock. Ah, Estelle, my fair rose. Welcome to Olivia Lenheim's lovely solo recital. Oh, adios. He escaped his chair. Chloe, remember you have a sword and you know how to use it. Well, I saw him playing when I stepped out onto the deck, so I came by to listen for a little while. He really is exceptionally talented. Your compliments do me the greatest honour, Your Highness. If you wish, when we arrive at the capital, I could treat you to a, private concert. Siege, yes. That did not necessarily mean anything beyond the obvious. Ooh, you meant something else by private concert, Olivia. Well, if you wish for it to mean something more, my princess, it certainly could. What? Bird, please stop, Siege! I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Good job, Siege. You're a girl's best friend. That was terrifying. I'm sorry, Olivia. That was just Siege expressing his love. I actually think he likes you on the whole, Olivia. I shall bear his peck on my cheek with pride then. I must admit, I did not expect your escort to be so diligent. He is as vigilant as any of the human royal guards. It depends on who I'm dealing with, I think. You really are totally indiscriminate, aren't you, Olivia? Look, don't try to put the moves on Chloe in the capital, okay? Julia would, fire you out of a cannon, into the sun, if you even think about it. Ah yes, that cold, dignified lady officer. She too caught my eye during the coup. The sort of woman who can take on 10 men. She is quite something. Should the chance present itself, I should endear myself to her. Huh? What's wrong, Chloe? It, might not be a good idea to joke about such things around Julia, Olivia. I remember once there was a party at the castle and a man was drunk and bothering us. Julia, took her sword and his clothes, well... What? You mean she, defrocked him? I'll take that under consideration. You know, the Labelle News wrote an article about that party. Julia gained a lot of admirers from high society to the poorest commoner. I've always felt a little sorry for the man involved, though. Seriously? Don't you think he got what he deserved? I would presume nothing less terrifying from the Lady Knight who defines the Royal Guard. But know this, the flames from which my passion first was kindled shall never fade. Even if I must be striped naked before her, I shall serenade her with naught but my lute in hand. I so did not need that mental image. Thanks, Olivia. What a interesting fellow. Flirts with just about anybody. Thank you for flying with us today. We will be arriving in Grancel shortly. Please be aware that there may be turbulence while landing, so we ask that all passengers take their seats. Here we are, good old Grancel. Can you spot the main characters? And here we are back in the capital again. Feels pretty good. Guess we better check in with the guild branch first, huh? Yeah, let's go hear from Elnan what's what. I did notice that a certain white ship isn't in port today. The Arceli, I believe it was. Huh? You're right. That's the royal family's personal cruiser, right? They might be out on a mission or something. If I recall, the Arceli should be at Lyson Fortress at the moment. It's being fitted with the new engine Professor Russell and his colleagues have been working on. Oh yeah, Gustav said he'd be flying out to Lyston on the factory's airship. Oh, I see. So that awesome ship is being made even more awesome? I seriously can't wait to see that. They're just changing the engine, so I doubt the exterior will change much. But it'll totally be the world's fastest airship, that's for sure. Welcome everyone, and thank you for coming. I've read the reports from Ruon and Zeiss. Good work, truly. You've done well in opposing the society thus far. I doubt the guys we fought would agree. Both that masked man and the guy with sunglasses didn't really seem to take it, or us, seriously. Even knowing that the society is moving is valuable, Estelle. Don't disparage yourself. Your successes should make the Royal Army trust us even further. So, speaking of which, what does the army want with us? Something society-related? Yes, about that. It seems they don't want to discuss it over the phone. An army official will be coming by soon to explain the situation in person. Something that cannot be discussed by phone, they say. What they mean is that they do not wish to risk any unwelcome ears listening in on the call. Wait, you can do that? Oh yes, it's quite possible. Telephones are convenient, but with the right equipment, intercepting a conversation signal is not very difficult. We use a scrambling device between branches to prevent interception of guild business. Unfortunately, the scrambling doesn't work with the army for some reason. Yes, the army uses a different system. All calls between us are thus completely open. Well, that's ducky. Why can't the army just share a mixer scrambler thingamajigger with us? We are working together, but we're still an international citizens group and they're a national defense force. As much as your father trusts us, Estelle, I don't think that they can give us something so sensitive so easily. Hang on, Elnan. It still sounds like you've got some idea of what this is all about. Otherwise, you wouldn't have bothered calling us out as Zeiss. Ah, am I being that transparent? I can only hazard a guess, really, but I believe it's very likely that this has to do with the signing of the Non-Aggression Pact. The Non-Aggression Pact? I remember hearing something about that. What exactly is going on with that anyway? It is a treaty affecting Laberle, Erebonia and Calvard, proposed by Grandmother. In short, it says all countries involved will attempt at all times to solve international disputes without resorting to force. Whoa. So like, it'll end war? Well, no. There's no true enforcement mechanism beyond simply being known as a treaty breaker, so enforcing it like that would be difficult. It should still be something of a deterrent though, and it will hopefully promote more friendly relations between ourselves and others. Okay, I get it. Queen Alicia does it again. She's got a good eye for this kind of thing. It'd be neat if that made the countries nicer to each other. The pact is being signed in a large ceremony at the Herb Royal Villa next weekend. Dignitaries from all three nations will be attending, and the media is paying close attention. Which is to say, they may as well have painted a sign on the roof of the villa saying, "Ouroboros, please attack us." Oh, yeah, that could really get ugly. Got our work cut out for us then. Guess we just wait here for the army officials for now. Correct. We do have some time before he's scheduled to arrive, so feel free to... Oh, pardon me a moment. Hello, this is the Grancel Bracer Guild branch. Yes. Yes. I see. Yes. That certainly is a problem. Just a moment, please. Is that the army on the phone? No, it's a member of the Herb Royal Villa staff. They seem to have lost a child from one of the tourists in their care. Unfortunately, they can't seem to actually locate her parents. That's awful. Do they want us to help? Just so, Your Highness. They've asked for our aid in locating the child's parents or guardians. There's still some time before our guest from the army is due to arrive. Would you mind taking care of this? Sure, we'd be glad to. You're in, right, Agate? Can't say no to a kid in need. Let's head out. Thank you. Hello. Yes, we have a team of bracers we can dispatch immediately. And your name, sir? Yes. Understood. Well then, our bracers will be over as soon as they are able. The lost child is in the charge of a butler named Raymond. Once you arrive at the villa, inquire with him. Alright then. Wait a sec. Raymond? Why does that ring a bell? Wasn't he that one butler we found? You know, when we saved Chloe during the coup, he was hiding under a counter. Right, Niall's friend. Ah, good. If you know him, that should make things even easier. Well then, good luck. Please form your party. You may choose 2 other members aside from the mandatory members.
Your aid, please!
Together now!
Go with these 2. Alrighty, and then we have some extra quests to pick up. Just some monster slaying quests. And I think that's where we're going to call our episode for today. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the journey over to Grancel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you know when the next episode is coming out. Feel free to head on over to my Twitter so you can stay up to date with any news for the account. And feel free to leave a comment if you want to say anything about the video. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye for now.